Good afternoon, children. In my previous class, we discussed about the financial powers of Union Parliament and also judicial powers and electoral powers. Today we will discuss about something to know part, that is tick the correct option, fill in the blanks and true and false. So we will be doing their ABC part. That is correct option, fill in the blanks and C part. Today we will do this much only. Okay. So let's come to the first correct option. Which one of the following subjects come under the union list? Foreign affairs. B option is forest. C is drugs and medicine. And D is information technology. As I told you when I was teaching this topic, union list, there I discussed that all the important departments which is of national importance comes under the union list. So foreign affairs will be the correct answer. Next question is, which one of the following statements about Lok Sabha is correct? When I was giving you the differences between Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, we came across number of points. So from there we will come to know the correct answer. First option is, it can never be dissolved. It is wrong because it can be dissolved. Its members are elected indirectly. This is also statement wrong because the members are elected directly by the people. It cannot pass a no confidence motion. This is also wrong because the no confidence motion is passed in Lok Sabha, where the ministers collectively resign. The whole council of ministers collectively resign. So the correct answer will be the last option, money bill can only be introduced in Lok Sabha, because this is only the point where Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. Next question is, which one of the following statements about the Indian Parliament is true? It is the highest law-making body. Second is, it controls the union executive as well as the judiciary. Here, judiciary point is wrong because it controls the executive, but it does not control the judiciary. Next option is, all the members of parliament are elected for a term of 5 years. This is also wrong because Lok Sabha members are elected for 5 years, whereas Raj Sabha are elected for 6 years. Indian Parliament is unicameral. This is also wrong because we have two houses, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. So unicameral part is wrong. Our Indian Parliament is bicameral. So which of the statement is true? It is the highest law-making body of India. Children, whenever you go through the MCQ questions, please go through all the options of MCQ questions because options are very close to the answer. So you have to read all the options very carefully and then opt for the answer. Okay. Next is, each member of Raj Sabha has a term of 4 years, 5 years, 6 years and 7 years. Its term is for 6 years because every 2 years, 1/3 of the members retire and elections are held to fill these seats. Next question is, during the Lok Sabha elections, reserve constituencies are meant for minority community, this which is absolutely wrong. The disabled and handicapped, this is also wrong. Women only. Here only is given, that's why this option will not be there. Otherwise, reserve constituencies are for women and also for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. But here it is given women only. So this option will be wrong. The correct option is scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. So I hope children you have understood. Next we come to the fill in the blanks part. The topmost level of the government is, you can write either union government or central government or national government. That's why I have given here slash and given all the options. Whether you write union, this will be also true. If you write central and national, that will be also correct. Okay, so you can write any one. Next is, in case of disagreement over a law made on the same subject from the concurrent list, the laws made by dash prevails over the law made by. Yes, children, when I was discussing about the three lists, union, state and concurrent list, I came across the point that in case of concurrent list, both can make powers. But if there is a, if any, in certain circumstances, if there is a clash, if there is a case of conflict, the central law will prevail over the state law. So, in the case of disagreement on the concurrent list, the law made by the central prevails over the law made by the state. The next fill in the blanks. The principle of dash 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 gives all adult citizens the right to vote. So which is the principle given to adult citizens and through which the people enjoy political rights? That is universal adult franchise. Franchise spelling is F-R-A-N-C-H. Franchise spelling is F-R-A-N-C-H-I-S-E. Is it clear, children? Universal adult franchise. The President of India. Next one, question number 4 of fill in the blanks. The President of India is an dash part of the Parliament. Integral part of the Parliament. Why he or she is the integral part? Because he is the head of the state and all the sessions starts with his, under his name, and also all the bills can become a law only after his signature, his or her signature. So integral. Next, fifth one, dash represents the people of India. When I was discriminating between Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, there I came across this point that Lok Sabha, the members of Lok Sabha are elected by the, directly elected by the people. So Lok Sabha represents the people of India and Raj Sabha represents the states of India. That means Raj Sabha is the upper house, which is the house of states. So this is all about the fill in the blanks part. Next we come to true and false. First one, a governor is head of the state where chief minister is the head of the state government. Absolutely correct. It will be true because if we talk about the state legislature or state government, their governor is the head of the state and chief minister is the head of the state government. Whereas at the center, president is the head of the state and prime minister is the head of the government. Second one, women are adequately represented in the Indian Parliament. It will be false because out of total population, women have still not given adequate representation. Women has not been given still adequate representation. After 33%, still it is less if we compare with the total population of our country. So that's why this statement will be false. Next is, no bill can become a law without the approval of Parliament. Yes, this is absolutely correct. That's why President is the integral part of Parliament, because no bill can become a law without his or her approval. So it will be true. The chairman of Rajya Sabha cannot vote on any issue in Rajya Sabha. Yes, children, when I was discussing the difference between Lok Sabha and difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, if you remember that video, there I discussed that here speaker enjoys more power because he is one of the member of Lok Sabha and has got the right to vote if there is a tie, whereas the chairman of Rajya Sabha cannot vote on any issue. So this statement will be true. Last, true and false. The Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha enjoys equal power regarding the amendment of the constitution. Yes, this is also true statement because if we talk about the amendment procedures, which is mostly done by special majority, there both the houses enjoys equal powers. When I was discussing the power to amend the constitution, the powers of Union Parliament, there I discussed that whenever a amendment, regarding amendment, anything has to be done, both the houses enjoys equal powers and it must be passed by each house separately. That's why both the houses enjoys equal powers regarding the amendment of the constitution. So this statement will be also true. So children, this was all your ABC part. Please do it in book only. And send me your homework in your WhatsApp group. Okay. So this is all about the discussion of ABC part, and in my next class I will discuss about D part. So in the next class we will discuss about the D part questions, that is answer the following questions in brief. So today's homework is ABC part, which you have to do it in book. If you don't have book, then you can do it in your civics notebook. So this is all about today's session. Thank you, children.